Today I've sculpted Ivor Perl, who is the second Holocaust survivor that I've sculpted, and it's been sculpted at the Hendon Holocaust Survival Centre.
Jewish Care's Holocaust Survivor Centre is quite unique. It's the only one in the United Kingdom. We're really delighted to have Frances Segelman and her daughter Victoria Perloff, who's going to be drawing.
Ivor was put in contact with me through the BBC, who were filming the first sculpture I did of Arik Hirsch in Leeds.
I am a Holocaust survivor, having been born in Hungary in 1932, and Germany occupied Hungary, and literally within 2 weeks we ended up at Auschwitz. As you walked around in this big hangar, enormous hangar, and the sight that greeted you was absolutely unbelievable. There was about a dozen people cutting people's hair off, and all you could see is people running around with blood pouring from them because they were told, you've got to cut the hair quickly, because they never asked them, does it hurt or whatnot.
He witnessed some awful things which he never really talks about. He's never been shown any bitterness or anger or self-pity at what he went through.
Coming from a family of 11, 9 brothers and sisters, my mother and father, out of which only my brother survived.
Survivors don't really worry about dying and ageing. They've seen more death than any of us. Really what they want to do is make sure that their legacy is here. And what Frances is doing today and Victoria is enabling them to maintain their legacy forever, which is really powerful.
During the Holocaust, Second World War in Czechoslovakia, lost a great deal of my family. My father, my brother, my sister, many of my members of the family murdered.
Frances is doing a series of busts on Holocaust survivors, and it is very important going into the future because the level of anti-Semitism has risen tremendously. It's reminiscent of the past.
Within a short period of time, unfortunately, there will not be very many survivors left to tell us about the Holocaust. The Holocaust itself runs the risk of becoming a fable of the past. We need people to tell us what has happened. We need the stories to be recorded, to be written down, and to be used to educate people, to tell them what has happened so we can learn about it for the future.
The new generation who knows so little about it. So yes, we have to tell the story as often as possible.
Without the survivors, the documented evidence in books is powerful, but it's just nowhere near as powerful as hearing it firsthand.
It's awe-inspiring to see the quick and the lightness of her work, and at the same time the details that she's going into.
It's very difficult to produce a bust in the short period of time that Frances does, and the likeness to the subject is absolutely phenomenal.
To be able to connect and then come out with a bust that shows his likeness and his personality without him saying a word at that point shows a deeper meaning from Frances's side, and she's really connected.
It's a stage performance basically, because she's being fueled by the presence of the audience there, and it's like being sculpted live in front of your eyes.
She just captured him incredibly. It's really a very emotional, moving thing to watch. This piece of clay just come to life and be my dad.
She's captured every essence of him. It's just, and to do it in such a short space of time, I'm in total awe of her.
A lot of people carry a lot of guilt about their family that they lost in the past, and if there's no grave to remember people, and we still have Holocaust deniers who come forward and say the Holocaust didn't happen, it's really important that we have different mediums of legacy.
I'm just finding it a very, very lovely period in time to capture these people while we can.
My father is an incredible person. What he has endured and gone through, and how he's managed to survive it all, is just amazing.
I can say quite sincerely, none of us will ever sort of forget about it until the day we die.
Just by being here today and doing this event, which is what Frances does, has enabled a whole group of people who've known nothing about this centre to be connected.
What I find very, very hurtful is what humanity can allow themselves to do if they don't take heed.